It is book review time again, and I'm going to be doing a new little segment that I call Retro Reads, where I go back and revisit series and books that were popular a long time ago and give you my first reactions to that. And so for this installment, I'll be talking about Suzanne Collins' The Hunger Games. Now, this is a little tricky because sometimes when you revisit these series that were really popular, especially after their sort of moment has gone by, you kind of miss getting swept up in the frenzy of them, and the writing itself just does not hold up. For The Hunger Games, this was not my experience. Now, for those of you who are also living underneath a rock, The Hunger Games takes place in a world called Panem, which is comprised of 12 districts. Every year, they nominate one boy and one girl from each of those 12 districts between the ages of 12 and 18 to participate in a battle royale to the death. Now, our lead, Katniss Everdeen, volunteers after her young sister, Primrose, is elected to participate in this year's games, and so she goes in her place along with Panem. What I was most impressed by was that the writing, one, is incredibly good, even years after its release. And two, I think it does such a good job of expanding on the movies in a way that is so satisfying for someone who's coming to the book much later. Now, I've seen the movies before and they are really, really good. I watched them recently and thought, like, wow, these are even better than I remember. But I think the best thing about the books is there are some elements in the movies that in the world building are just like a little bit confusing, but you sort of let go because you're kind of swept up in the action of what's going on. But there are things in the movies that seem sort of magical or fantastical that in the book they explain and let you understand that these are like evolutions of science in their world. And so it's very cool to see the ways in which this world reflects our own or sort of diverges from our own. You also get a lot more elements of characterization, so you're a little bit more invested in what happens. I had a really great time reading it. I'm super excited to read the next one. And now the question remains, will I be Team PETA or Team Gale? Who knows?